Sorry. Shut up. In a car.
Guys, so it's about 1:40 in the morning, downtown Sarasota. Came by earlier and got a hot dog over here. This little hot dog stand, I think they start up around 10. They're pretty good. Sounds like the truck, they got a jacked up police truck over here. It's pretty cool. I haven't seen this one yet. It's like a jacked up police truck. But eventually when the snowbirds come down, you know, it'll stay busier even later. That is a GMC truck like mine, but it's jacked up. Look at that. It's like a police truck. That's pretty sweet right there, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's just like my truck, but jacked up, police lights, all that. That is a sweet truck right there, man. Lift kit and everything. It's just like my truck, but kind of like jacked up. Pretty sweet. Not gonna lie, that's probably the coolest police car I've ever seen. I think in Miami they have a Ferrari or Lamborghini police car, if I'm not mistaken. But so you guys are gonna wonder, you know, what's gonna happen, you know, with season time. You know, we had all the hurricanes. So there's been a little bit of a pickup with, you know, flights coming into Sarasota. More, I think on the Uber today I made $80 in 3 hours. So that's a far improvement from before. So it's starting to pick up a little bit. It's just not enough. You know, a lot of people that work in restaurants and stuff like that, work in restaurants, they took a huge hit during the hurricanes. They lost a lot of income, and they're desperately waiting for the snowbirds to get back. A lot of people have told me, just Uber driving, what's up, man? Yo, what's good, man? All right, man. Anything I'll drink, man. I'll just drink a little bit too much of that thing, man. Just got to stay sober down there like that, man. But anyways, I was talking to some Uber passengers today who recognized me, by the way. That was pretty cool for me and for them, right? But you know, people are taking second jobs right now just to be able to afford it. A lot of people I've talked to Uber driving that are local, some of they're taking up second jobs because it's been so bad. So the return of the snowbirds for the regular working class people is not bad. Complain about the snowbirds, but the locals who depend on tourism to pay their bills and feed their families are definitely happy that there's been a little bit of a pickup. Like I said, at least I've noticed on the Uber, it's been up maybe 30-40%. It's not quite back to season, but you can sense that it's around the corner. So downtown Sarasota, there's this hot dog stand here at the corner of Lemon and Main Street, right behind this crowd here, and it's a pretty good spot. I like it personally. I'm not going to tell you I don't. I like the Texas hot dog. It's like $10 for a hot dog. Not bad. Can't beat that. And again, it's late. It's almost 2 a.m. out here, so pretty soon the clubs will let out at 2 a.m. and then it'll be a complete madhouse. It's kind of quiet and calm now, but when these clubs let go, it's going to get kind of crazy. And this is like the end of the evening, so sometimes it can get a little crazy. But the locals are happy that the snowbirds are back, that depend on it. With the hurricane, a lot of people suffered a lot. A lot of people, you know, they were tight after the hurricane, so people are kind of wondering. You wouldn't believe how many people that I Uber drive every day are just, you know, we're having some good conversations about, you know, how hard things are right now. And those who have what they need are fortunate. They feel fortunate to have it, and then those who don't have it are still struggling. That's just trying to figure it out. Some of the most popular spots here for, you know, late at night, you got Brewster's. Now Brewster's is way over there, way over that way. On the far west side of downtown is Brewster's. They're more like a rock type of place. I think this place here is kind of, I don't know how to describe it. More, I think you got to be a certain age to get in even. But the hot dog spot's pretty good. We're now east of Lemon Street. There's a Latin place here called Latin Quarters. They're a restaurant and their kitchen is open pretty late, but they're also mostly like a place where you can dance. So if you like Latin music, salsa, cumbia, all the Latin music, that's a spot right there. A lot of Puerto Ricans, but Peruvians, Dominicans hang out over here, some Cubans once in a while too. So it's kind of like the Latin spot right here up ahead. There's a few spots here, and then there's a few other spots, like there's a hotel up that way, north of here, and there's like a nightclub that's like on the top floor, so it's kind of like you have to go into the hotel to get to the nightclub, and that's a little bit more elite. I don't know what it costs to get in there, but it's kind of you know, a lot of like the Ritz-Carlton down there. So let's see what forward we got over here. This is that Latin place. It's a Latin place right here. Latin spot right here. It's a Latin spot right there. You gotta get it's the Latin spot right there. You can see it's crazy up in there. Packed in there for sure. And they got good food too. They are kind of like partially nightclub, partially restaurant. I don't know how late their kitchen's open till, but it's open to some pretty crazy late hour, which ain't bad. It's not too many places where you can get Latin food this late at night. Only convenience is if you are having Latin food, you're gonna have to deal with the crowds, you know, that are not there to eat. It's mostly a party place. But we've had it a few times, and there's also another Latin Quarters somewhere near Sarasota and Bradenton in the middle. I think off University, somewhere up that way. Can't remember where, but there's another one if you want a little bit quiet. We'll hear as well at night if Uber driving. This spot is called Cascanal. I think it's more like a bar type place. It's packed as well. Lots of people out here. So it's also pretty much packed. You're good. So that one's packed as well. So that's some T-Pain over there. Pretty chill tonight compared to usual. Not as many crazy stuff tonight as usual. It's a lot more chill than usual. Not as much crazy today. This is Faux Cali. I've never seen this place. It's like a restaurant here in downtown. Look at the food though, man. I don't know what this is. You got some meat sliced up with some sauce. You got some, I don't know, these taco looking things over here. I see rice and cucumber. That looks good right there. I don't know what that is, but I want to eat that and that. Esta es la cumbia que se escucha en toda Colombia. So there it is, Vietnamese Full House. So I don't know what this place is about, but I'm gonna try it real soon. I had never seen that we had a Vietnamese place here in downtown. There's starting to be a lot of Vietnamese spots all through downtown Sarasota. All right, so I randomly got an interview there. I'll have that on my channel as well tonight. Just randomly ran into somebody, but all right, guys, so now is about the time when everybody's starting to leave. Get back on the Uber app now and try to get ourselves a ride. But I can't do it quite yet. I got to get back to the truck. It's probably a good 8-minute walk back to the truck. But we do need to get back to the truck and get me these Uber rides. This is what downtown Sarasota is looking like. Not bad nightlife. You'll notice a lot of music playing here in Spanish. A lot of Dominicans and Cubans. A lot of Spanish music playing out here. But this is what downtown Sarasota is looking like right about now. Not bad for 2 in the morning. I mean, for being 2 in the morning, this ain't bad. A lot of cities at 2 in the morning are completely dead, so you can't really complain about this nightlife here. Lots of nice trucks. Here a lot of Cubans, a lot of Dominicans, Peruvians. It's kind of a nice little crowd. It ain't bad. Tonight looks really chill. I don't know if it's because of the cold weather, but most nights are a little bit wilder. Tonight seems really chill compared to most evenings. Free parking spaces available this late at night. So by about 2:20, 2:10, you can find parking here. Usually between, let's say, from 7 till midnight, you're not going to find any parking in downtown unless you're super fortunate to actually see somebody leave. But this late at night, there's parking available. Tonight is going to be one of the calmest, quietest nights I've seen out here. That's a gentleman with a bicycle that I interviewed earlier. A $17 surcharge on Uber. That is the highest I've seen in a while. I think 20 is the most they'll do, or the most that I've seen typically. But there is a $17 surcharge. That's quite a bit, actually. So So yeah, that's the most surcharge I've seen here. But I guess the trick is to wait until all the other Uber drivers leave and then catch the last little bit of it. It's kind of risky because you can end up not getting a ride. But you can see now there's parking available, so people start leaving. 2 a.m. the clubs leave, so pretty high surcharge. The idea now would be to try to get a nice high-paying ride back to Lakewood Ranch so that I can get home. So nice Hummer here, the electric Hummer. That's not a cheap one. So this is probably one of the calmest nights I've seen out here in a while. There's nights where you can just tell there's a heavier vibe. It's kind of chill tonight. I don't think anything's really gonna pop off tonight. Pretty chill. But you can see the cars leaving again. So this would be a good time to turn on the Uber app. I want to get in the truck, turn the Uber app. Hope I can get a ride up out of here. Okay, there's somebody screaming up here, so again, club's letting out. People are kind of gets kind of wild when the club's let out. Uber drivers picking people up. Not bad.
Wait lang, parang ito na yung ano namin, Uber na. Honda Accord.
Then the hot dog guy. I mean, I love the hot dogs. Probably like the best hot dogs you're ever gonna have. I'm not kidding you. Some pretty good hot dogs. They are right there. Look at them hot dogs. Best hot dogs you're ever gonna have. I kid you not. Now when the club's set out, people pack the hot dog stand. It's an alright vibe, and it's, you know, Sarasota's not the biggest city on earth, so it's compact. It's not like I got freestyling. It's kind of cool. Like a little freestyling or something out there. It's got the whole freestyle set up. I like the idea there. Not a bad idea right there. A little freestyle session. I was walking through the streets of downtown Sarasota, a place I can't afford a lot of, but somehow I manage to make it every week. Even though when I go to pay my bills, my bank account stays weak. That's what I got right now. Again, more about shot. I saw a lot of Dominicans, Cubans, a lot of Spanish music out here. What happened there? It must have been a wild night. This truck is always out here. I'm not sure why. Every weekend this truck is here, guaranteed. Must be a business owner or something. Alright, so I'm gonna go in there, turn that Uber app, and see how long it takes to get a ride. Probably just a matter of minutes, really. Never takes more than that. But that's, I don't know, past 2 a.m. in downtown Sarasota. I guess the thing to do out here is the hot dogs. Nice little Dodge, Beamers, even the Bentley out here. Yeah. No, it's, Sarasota's quite the city. Look at this guy. He's got a big, giant, red, shiny truck, man. He takes his tank down there. So one of my Uber passengers left this in the back seat. Goes to show you never know the people that are in the back seat of your Uber driver, you know, in your Uber. Imagine this can get me arrested. I could lose my license over this.